After a good amount of rest, the Chiefs starters are finally back on their normal week schedule, gearing up for the divisional game against the Houston Texans. Winner advances to the AFC Championship game, which the Chiefs have full intentions of doing so in order to pull off the historic three-peat. Time to check in with the team and talk all things Kansas City Chiefs now. All right, what is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Tuesday. I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. The team is back on the field today and in the media room as well. So today is the first time in almost 2 weeks we hear from QB1, who just added another baby girl to the family. Let's chat with the team, get more interview news, and wrap up with some viral tweets right after this. All right, give us a like and subscribe on the KCSN YouTube channel, and let's get this one rolling. Today, the Chiefs are back on the practice field. Head coach Reid sharing that they expect all of the players to participate. So this is good news, a healthy roster heading into the playoffs. So we got a stacked lineup at the podium today. We're going to get it rolling, starting off with head coach Reid, followed by quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, sure. They've got a good attitude, players. They were in last week and did a nice job with that. And even on the days off, a lot of them came in. So, but want to make sure we gave them a little time for recovery. But they're excited to go. They know they're playing a good football team. So they're excited. Yeah, we didn't start off very well, that's for sure. And they were playing well. I was proud of our guys for kind of regathering together, and coaches and players, and trusting each other enough to come back. And we were able to do that. But first half wasn't very good. I kind of want to see this week, see how he does. But what I've seen so far, it's been good. He's in good shape, and I'm not telling you he can play a whole game, but he sure, I think he has a chance of playing. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the first thing that jumps out at you is speed. That front can run. We didn't have a chance to play against Zero last year, or last time we played him a couple weeks back. And he's fast also as a linebacker, and he's kind of their main play caller there. So, but he can, the speed of the D-line, the linebackers just jump out at you. And they're real good. The hands of the secondary, those guys, they catch the ball. You don't see a lot of bobbles or drops or that. If you're presenting it close, they can go up and snag it. I'm gonna see how it goes this week. I'm gonna rotate them, and so it gives us some flexibility there. But I was happy with what Joe and Mike did in there. But I also liked what DJ did, and some of those snaps that he had, and there weren't a lot of them, but the snaps that he had against Denver.
I just kind of continue to work as far as working in the building, working at practice like I usually do. Obviously, the reps are a little bit different, but at the same time, you can get mental reps and you can get physical reps on the side. And so continue to work with those guys that weren't playing that last Denver game, and then preparing your body to go out there and execute in the playoffs. It's kind of known. I mean, that defense is extremely real. They have a great quarterback and a great coach. And we knew when we played in this last time, it was a hard-fought game, and they get after the quarterback really well. They have really good secondary players, and the linebackers fly around. So it'll be a great challenge for us, and we'll have to play our best football. I mean, just a big momentum swing, I think, for us. I mean, obviously, it was the second time I'd played in the playoffs, and getting down like that, things could have went south really fast, but I was proud of the resilience of the guys, and that kind of carried us throughout that entire playoff run, is that we just had no doubts that we were going to find a way to win, and that was a really good football team, and we were able to come back and beat that team, and it kind of sprung us through that the rest of the playoffs to get that Super Bowl win. It's been cool. I mean, I'm supporting. Brittany crushed it, but it's been cool to welcome another baby girl in our family and see how my other kids react to her, and having baby Sissy and stuff like that. So it's been a lot of fun, and it was cool that football was on TV when I was in the hospital, so I got to watch a little bit. And so Brittany was kind enough to let us watch football as she was getting ready to give birth to our second daughter. I think it's just the greats, man. They step up in the playoffs, and it's just higher intensity, and the best players and the best leaders step up and make the best plays, and he's done that, and so I expect the same from him going into this playoffs. And I think his mentality that he steps on the football field with at practice and on game day is kind of resonates with the entire team and gets everybody to play their best football, and that's what it takes in order to win championships.
Now stepping to the podium, we got cornerback Trent McDuffie and then wide receiver Xavier Worthy.
Being able to just retain the information, we just played them, kind of know what they're about, know how they play, their play style and stuff, but it's the playoffs. So when you come in the playoffs, a team's going to give you their best. They're going to give you some new plays. Not just going to run the same mundane things they were playing. Last time we played them, it was the whole 3 games in 10 days, so I'm sure they had to simplify it a little bit. But yeah, coming into this, we know they're going to give us their best shot, especially knowing we beat them last time, kind of coming with the chip on the shoulder, coming off a good win last week. So we definitely got to be ready for them. Yeah, it's huge. Jalen's one of those guys in this DB room that has a lot of energy. When you see him on the practice field, he's dancing, he's smiling. So great to get guys coming back from injury, whether it's been 2 weeks or 2 months. I think he's doing really well. I think he's able to move around very well. You can tell that he's still retained the information. He's going out there, and it doesn't really look like he's coming off an injury. He's still gonna have to get his football shape back, but as far as just everything I've seen, he's looking really good, and I think he's done a great job at just his recovery and getting back right.
Just treating it like every other game. I got a lot of vets in the room, so they kind of just make it easy on me. Just take it week by week and treat it like a regular game.
You could be more nervous for this one than a normal game?
Nah, I'll be all right. I feel like just understanding the game more, being around guys that's been around and did it against good corners. So getting it from them and understanding their knowledge how to do it just helped me evolve as a player.
Is there a veteran who helped you the most, and just how so?
D-Hop. He's really route savvy, played in the league for a long time and understands it. Also, Hollywood Brown, a guy kind of similar to me, small in frame, so telling me how to run routes against guys, bigger guys, smaller guys, it helped a lot. I feel like I've always had the confidence. It's just more of understanding the game. Football now in the NFL is kind of different from college, so understanding the game from college to now is a little different, so I feel like I'm kind of catching on a little more.
All right, folks, here is a look at the first injury report released from both teams after practice concluded today. All right, we got one quick update on interviews from around the league. Jeremy Fowler tweeted this out this morning that the Titans are actually going to conduct a second interview with Chiefs Assistant General Manager Mike Borgonzi on Wednesday per source. Borgonzi also is a strong candidate for the New York Jets job. Field Yates added to the report, retweeting it, saying, "I think you would be hard-pressed to find a more qualified GM candidate right now than Mike Borgonzi. He's been involved in every facet of team building for a team that has won 3 Super Bowls in 5 years with a shot at a 4th on tap." The Chiefs have done incredible work in the draft and nailed some key free agents and trades. The assistant GM plays a huge role in all aspects of team building. Now, GMs, unlike coaches who are still in the playoffs, are actually able to travel and interview in person. Borgonzi has already interviewed with the Titans and the Jets. Now, last year, he interviewed with the Washington Commanders as well as the New York Jets. All right, folks, we're going to wrap up today with a couple of fun clips starting to trend on Twitter. Up first, please tell me you have seen this Doritos commercial. You got Patrick Mahomes, Creed Humphrey, Chris Jones, Xavier Worthy, all trying their hand at a little bit of acting alongside Casey Wolf.
Okay, so Doritos has asked their fans to make their Super Bowl commercials. So we are asking Super Bowl experts, you guys, to see what you like best. You ready? Let's watch.
This is next level.
No,
I loved it.
That's true love.
Okay, what do we think about the commercials?
Personally, I like the one with the chip.
Insightful.
I think they all had chips.
Did you find any of these ads cheesy?
Very cheesy.
Very cheesy.
Very cheesy.
You've been in a lot of commercials. What do you think about these?
I felt like the acting was great, honestly. And as an actor, like you said, I feel like I'm a really good evaluator of talent.
I like that it was cinematic, but it was real.
Cinematic.
You're right.
Okay, what else?
I kind of wish Patrick was in one.
Like
Me too.
It's kind of weird to see a commercial without Patrick in it, right?
That's rare, yeah.
Definitely.
How about you, sir? You've been quiet. Left speechless. Speechless.
And did you see this? Travis Kelce joined the Pat McAfee show yesterday to share how excited he is for another postseason run.
College football playoffs, every team that had the bye ended up losing. Now, granted, it was like 3 weeks before their first game. You're coming off a bye. You guys are no stranger to that. How did you spend the bye? How does the team feel? And how does your old ass feel at this moment going into
I'm fired
the
up, man. I'm
divisional
feeling
round?
22 all over again, baby. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Fire me up.
I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22. Hey, She had us do this thing, Trav. She had us do this thing right here.
I was hoping
She
you
has
caught
to
the
do this
reference, baby.
Dude,
Man, I'm
she
ready
has
to
to
rock
do
and
this
roll,
thing.
man. It's the biggest thing for me is trusting Coach Reid. He's been doing this a long time. And when it comes to getting the bye week, we've had a few of them over the course of my career. So for me, it's just making sure we put the pads on at least one time throughout the week. Make sure we get our physicality in and get that in check. Play with some low pad level throughout the week, and then on top of that, put your feet up, man. Watch some football and get ready for some playoff action.
Alrighty, folks, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. As always, we'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you back here on Wednesday.